Hey, good morning and welcome back to the channel. Apparently I can't decide where it is I want to be. Yep, back here with the Jeep. That thing is doing great. It smelled like wet cat, by the way. So before I left for Florida, I put a box of that in here. So that helped a little bit with the smell. It still needs to be really cleaned out to get some of that wet cat smell out of it, but it's running fantastically. And the Road Warrior car got me there and back just fine. But first thing I need to do this morning is go out and feed the cats. So I brought a gallon of water out here with me. There it is. Let's go feed the cats. So obviously we made it back to Indiana just fine. Debbie came back with me. We have a lot to do around the house. It still hasn't sold, and showings have gone down a little bit, so I think we may need to adjust some pricing. And that's one thing. The other thing we got to do while we're back is you can see all this rain we've had in Indiana, along with some nice temperatures, has caused the grass to grow. So we have a bunch of work to do around here. But it's not going to get done today. If you can't tell, it's not really sunny out today. It's a bit wet. It's kind of raining. And I haven't been out to check on the cats yet, so I am here to feed them. And it looks like they're out of food. So we'll get that taken care of.
Feed me, Carbon! Feed me now!
Some things that have happened since we've last talked. Kind of behind the scenes technically a little bit. We've changed video editing software. I know that probably doesn't mean a lot to you guys, but it means a lot to us. There's been a bit of a learning curve. Not a huge one, but you know, there's nuances between software. And the reason we changed is the previous software kept crashing. They would do regular software updates, and those updates were causing, I think, more harm than good. And frankly, I couldn't decide. Well, I couldn't know whether or not the software was going to be working from one day to the next, so I finally just said, that's enough. So we installed new software and we've been working with that, and that's kind of delayed our videos a little bit just because of that small learning curve. The other issue we had is with the new software I installed, and we were having this problem a little bit before too, but it kind of wants faster hardware. So we didn't upgrade our computer system, but our storage devices were lagging a little bit. So we needed to get faster storage. And the reason I'm coming back into the house this morning is I'm going back to the Blue Room. And the reason for that is we had 5 things sell in the store overnight. So we got to find those 5 things. And some of those are 45s, I know that. And we've sold some more of these guys. So we got to get those rounded up, which means I need something to carry all this stuff in. So I probably won't check in with you until I get back out to the eBay office, because my hands are going to be full.
You need both hands for that?
Yeah, I kind of do.
Yeah.
So it wasn't that much stuff from the other room. It was 4 of these that sold, and we had only 145 in there. It's bread. Baby, I'ma want you. Baby, I'ma need you. Next step is we've got 3 other things that sold in the store overnight. I got to round those up, but I also have to get systems up and running. I ran off to Florida. So when I run off to Florida, I kind of shut things down just to make sure things are secure. So I've got computer systems that are offline, and I need to get those back online and get this store turned back on.
First, you turn the time circuits on.
All systems are go. We're back online. That's a good thing. Number 57, we had a CD sell. 57 would be in this top one right here. Don't open the lid before you pull it out, Bill, because it'll get stuck. Thank goodness I have big hands. That isn't coming out any other way. All right, so number 57 in this hit parade. Let's see if we can get to him. 60, 59. He's going to be up front, isn't he? 57, the Kingston Trio right there. All right. Next is that 45, which we already got. And the third thing is a watch. Let's put the CDs back. Get them back on the shelf. And the watches are down here. We keep the watches in pouches like that. And the one we're looking for is a vintage 19. See if it jumps out at us. I gotta look at the description. Quartz women's watch, made in Hong Kong. LCD right there. Let's see if that's it. I'm gonna need both hands to open that up. Oh yeah, that's it. And it is still functioning perfectly. It's a nice little 1980s vintage LCD. I replaced the battery on that when we found it and made sure it was still functional. So it is still functional. We will put that back in its bag. I'll go ahead and ship it in this bag. I may actually put some bubble wrap around it, but we'll give that bag to the new owner. Put that back down there. We picked those bags up at picked up a bunch of them, like dirt cheap. Fourth item on our list were the vases. And our fifth item is another CD. It's Dierks Bentley number 136, which will be right inside this one. So 136 should be towards the front. 135. 136. Dierks Bentley. All right. We will get all those boxed up. The good news is my partner in crime is here. So I think Debbie's going to make the run to the post office today after I get all this stuff packaged up. And then my next step after boxing everything up for eBay and getting it ready for the post office is to go get all the systems at that end online. Because I've got some deadlines today. I've got some audiobooks I need to record and get produced. I've got a couple deadlines today. Not completion of the books, but I have deadline stages for those books. So I need to get caught up onto those points since I've been gone from this office and from the eBay store for a bit. There are things that need to be caught up. So I'm going to jump on packaging this stuff up, and Debbie will make the postal run.
Run for it!
All right, we got those 5 packages boxed up. Debbie is up and about, and she said she's going to run those to the post office this morning. I know I neglected in telling you how much those sold for, and I know a lot of people want to know what items sell for when we ship them out of the store. So the Kingston Trio, it sold for $5.10 plus shipping, and that would be another $5.47 through Media Meal. So that went for $10.57, and that went to, if I could just look around and see where it went. Oh, I'm sorry. That went to Hiji in Beaverton, Oregon. And then the bread on 45, not in a basket or in a wrap, but on 45. Bread, Baby, I'ma Want You. And the flip side of that was Truckin' on Electra. That sold for $2.55 and $5.47 shipping through Media Mail. And that went to Hilda in Bakersfield, California. The next item on our hit parade was that LED watch. And it sold for $16. Shipping on that was $8.70. It went out in a small cardboard box, and we were very nice the way we packaged that up. And that went to Brett in Stockbridge, Georgia. I was near Stockbridge, Georgia just this past week, as a matter of fact. The 4 glass vases all together sold for about, so we give a discount on those. If you buy more than one, reduces rate. You can get up to 50% off by the time you buy them. So all in, the buyer paid $10 a piece for those. So $40 plus $15 in change on shipping. And that went to Bonnie in Enrico, Virginia. Beautiful Enrico, Virginia. And the last item on our hit parade this morning that Debbie's going to take to the post office is Dierks Bentley. What was I thinking? It's a enhanced edition CD single. So it's a single on CD. That sold for $4.25 with $5.47 in shipping. And that went to Clay in Wingate, Indiana. Good old Wingate, Indiana. I know where that is. All right, so that's all 5 things that are going out today. And Debbie's going to make the run. And I'm going to go to the other room, set up the computer systems down there that have been offline since, 10 days, I guess now. And I'm going to get to work to recording some audio down there in the sound deadened end of the room.
Testing, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Well, we've hit the deadline on one of those audio recordings. I just finished it, and I'm going to get it uploaded to the website for the author to review here in just a minute. But while I was recording that, we had another item sell in the store. Right there it is. Just boxed it up. It is a Rubicon Express RE 1380 2-inch front bump stop for a Jeep TJ, JK, XJ, ZJ, any of your J's. No, not really. Anything after 2006, I think, is the proper way to put it. And these are bump stops. And they are going off to... Where are they going to? They are going to Austin in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. And for those of you that are curious what these sell for, $19 plus $14 shipping. So all in $35. Oh, it's okay. They don't break. And they'll go out, I don't know. They may yet go out today. Depends if something else sells. If not, they'll go out first thing in the morning. Cha-ching, cha-ching. That is just crazy. I just said if anything else sells today, that we make up right as I quit recording. Cha-ching. It's a good thing. We're blessed. The Rescuers VHS Disney Masterpiece Collection in a clamshell case. It's in VHS box A. It is number 31. I'll grab that. Look at that. Right there. The Rescuers. Number 31. It was in box A. Now I just got to put this box back together so that the next time I go looking for something, it's equally easy to find. And that's how easy that was.
Easy peasy.
I'm wrestling with this box because apparently the machine over in China that put the perfs in place in it put the perfs in the wrong place, and I'm having to just a little bit shy of where it needs to be. There we go. Got that in place. That fits in there perfectly, by the way. And I just ordered these boxes for this very purpose because my clamshell VHSs weren't fitting very well in any of my other boxes. So this box is designed specifically for clamshells. And the Rescuers are going to Cody in Columbus, Ohio. And for those of you who are curious on pricing, this sold for $4.25 plus $5.47 shipping and handling right there. We are going to throw a piece of packing paper on the top of this, just if we don't throw everything else around, just to make sure that it stays tight and doesn't bounce around during shipping. That's the only reason that's going in there, is to keep it from being a rattle. And we'll close it up all real tight. And we'll get that off to Cody in Columbus, Ohio.
It's clam dip.
Clam dip.
Same hat, different shirt, different day. Well, you didn't miss a whole bunch yesterday. I made another run to the post office. We did quite a bit of work around here, but we didn't get anything mowed. You can see the grass is still tall and the dandelions are taking over. But the cats do need fed this morning, so got some fresh water and I got some canned food in my pocket. Although we give them dry food every day as well. But I can tell you the dry food is getting low. So we're going to have to make a run to the store today. Hey, kitty cats. I think it's empty. All empty in here. Nobody home. Oh, there's one over there, though. On the far side of the room. It'll be in here in a minute.
All right, cat, just a minute.
There you are. Yeah. You're a good little cat. That's one of our barn kitties. It's probably the bravest one of them all. There's about 9 of them. But that's the one that's getting bravest lately.
Courage.
I just drug this in from one of our boxes. Like I said, we're all packed up ready to move the eBay store. But we've kind of got everything, and that was the microphone for it. And things are just kind of tangled up on it. You can see it's an old CB. And I pulled this from our unlisted, and it's got paint on it. That's a little glob of paint. It also came with, I think I'll sell this separately, but I don't know. It came with a handheld mic that also has a little paint on it there, and spider web residue. I'm sure this came out of a barn. Our first step would be to see if it powers up. That would be a nice thing. I got this in a whole bunch of other electronics as well, so it's just its time. It's come due. It looks like the microphone has additional battery backup on it, and it's got a volume control knob that's missing. So maybe I can go back. I don't even know if that was on there originally. It seems to spin just fine. I should go look to see if we still have the knob in the box. See if it came with it.
The volume knob is missing.
So, is there a knob in this box? I'm not seeing a knob in here. I don't think it came with a knob. Alright. Good to know. No knob. Do we have a knob? There's the next question. If I had a knob, it'd probably be over here in this pile somewhere. I'm digging through this mess. I think I used to have a bunch of knobs, and I think I sold them on eBay. You know, that's... I decided a while back I really should stop being a hoarder and sell all the stuff that I got laying around. So I sold the knobs, except for this one. That's a TV channel selector. Wonder if that would work on it. It's too big. Oh well, we'll sell it without a knob. I think that's the plan. Well, let's see if it works first. Let's run these things through their paces. And we'll check to see if they work before we start cleaning them up. And then we'll see if there's value before we start cleaning them up. So let's see if we can power it on first.
Well, plug it in.
So this is the on button. Ooh, look at that. We got a power. See if there's any sound that comes out of it. Turn the volume up. That squelch knob is bad. Well, let's just say it's a little sticky.
A sticky wicket.
Ah, the microphone was in the locked on position. So, right over here. Yeah, the mic was keyed. So, the mic is not keyed any longer. So, we're getting a little sound out of this. There's no antenna hooked up. Although I can solve that. I believe I have an antenna.
Antenna. Check.
Keep in mind, I am I am inside a metal building.
Mayday! Mayday! Mayday!
We're going to run one more test on this, and then we're going to quit wasting our time on it. I'm going to put this antenna outside, and we'll see how that goes.
BLF antenna coming up!
So that's going to be the extent of our testing on that, because I just sold my last handheld CB. I didn't keep one around as a test unit. So we're going to say this power is on. We're going to say that when you key the mic, we get RF going out. The mic appears to work. And we're going to sell this whole thing as a kit, including this, since it's branded the same as the receiver. I do have an antenna.
Well, if the antenna fits.
It is a T-Berry T controller. Right there's the rest of it. T controller. 23 channel base station. Selling as parts only. Turns on, untested. Looks like the sale price with the handheld mic is $55. That's what they're selling for. There's another one on here that's sold for $75, but it looks like $55 is the safe bet. We're going to go ahead and sell that with the base station mic and the handheld, and we'll get it out of here. First thing I want to do is clean it up. I want it to look a little bit better before I take pictures of it. So I got to clean up both microphones and the base station. This microphone it's just really dusty. I don't know if that's paint chip or if it's paint on it. Oh, look at that. It's coming right off. So we'll call that a paint chip. Or somebody painted it. In any case, we will sell it as is. We'll clean it and see how it works. The bottom of this looks okay. We will get pictures of everything and get it listed out, including this power cable. I am not going to sell the antenna with it, although it probably wouldn't hurt. It would get another piece of equipment out the door. But I kind of like my antennas. You just never know. All right, that's the plan. We're going to clean this up, take some photos, and get it listed.
The knob!
So here's the good news. I went back out to the pile, and I found a knob. Yes, I did. And I know it's not the knob that is supposed to be on this, but it works just fine, and everything turns on it, and it attached just perfectly, and I don't think it looks too bad on there. So I think we did good on that. Anyway, the microphone's cleaned up, and the CB is cleaned up. I just got to clean up the handheld mic, and it had some paint on it as well. But you see, it's getting ready for photography over here, and we will get some pictures of this stuff here in a minute. It's rocking and rolling. Everything's cleaned up. Some of the paint came off the microphone. That's just age. But again, I think that knob on there looks real sweet. And I think it cleaned up really well. We got all of the paint off of the mic cable. So it's looking good off the handheld mic, which is the same brand as the 23 channel base station itself. And there's the power cord, original power cord for it. And we're going to get photos of all that. And I'm just happy it powered on and worked.
You know, it's the little things in life that make it worthwhile.
So the other thing I like to do when I'm listing something like this, it's going to be complicated to package up once it sells as well. I like to get it prepackaged. So that's what I'm working on right now. I already got the receiver wrapped in bubble wrap, wrapped in plastic first, because it's electronics. We don't want it to get wet during transit. I just don't know what kind of puddles the delivery drivers drive through. Anyway, it's wrapped in plastic, then wrapped in bubble wrap. It's got, I put extra supportive cardboard in the bottom of the box. Already got the microphone wrapped. It's right here in plastic. And I'm working on the handheld mic right now to get inside a bag. So once I get everything in the box, and again, this is all prior to listing. I already got all the photographs taken. I already know what it is, so writing the description isn't going to be hard. But now that I've got all this put together and I'll get it boxed, I'll have an accurate shipping cost on this as well. And then when it does sell, it'll make it real easy to get it out the door, because there won't be any time taken up trying to get this thing packaged up and out. It'll be grab it off the shelf and it'll be ready to rock and roll. So that's the handheld mic that goes in there. And then the spare space that you see inside this box, there isn't a ton of it. We're going to fill that up with packing paper just to make sure things don't move around. And then what we'll do is we'll lightly tape this closed, and that way when it comes time to ship it, all we got to do is put in our scripture card, a thank you note, and a packing slip. Send it out the door.
And away we go.
Well, it's a beautiful day, but that's going to be short-lived. I think it's supposed to thunderstorm today. Obviously, different day, right? I left you guys in a half-finished video, which I've done a lot lately. In any case, 2 things sold in the store overnight, and one of them was that CB radio we just listed and boxed up. I said I was going to list it for, what, 55 bucks, I think? It sold for 50, which I'm good with that. You all good with that? I'm good with that. 50 plus shipping, and so all in, it's about $71 for the buyer. And we also sold a vintage Fenton white hobnail serving dish, which is in bin A8. A8 down here. A8. Number 7. Bin A8. Let's see how hard number 7 is to find. It's a plate, so I'm going to guess it's on the bottom of all these bowls, because that's typically how you stack things, right? Number 7, right there. Number 7. Kind of a dish thing. And we have one identical to it, which is number 8. Although it must not be exactly identical. We gave them separate numbers and didn't sell them in a similar lot. I'm guessing quality-wise, they're a little different. All right, we'll get those out the door.
Walk out the front door.
So, you remember this Jeep YJ that we pulled out of the barn? It is completely functional. And I told Debbie I'd make the run to the post office this morning because, well, frankly, I want to drive the Jeep. So, that's what I'm going to do. And I'll tell you what, this is probably going to be the end of this video, only because we got a lot on our plate for today and I don't want to bring you into another day. So please like and subscribe. Check us out on the other social media channels. Visit the eBay store. Buy some stuff. That'd be awesome. And we'll catch you next time. You all be safe out there.